Hi everyone, welcome to Architects 2021. My name is Edward Han. I'm from Plytech Engineering. I would like to share with you integrated project deliveries that's empowered by BIM. Allow me to introduce you to our companies. We are from Plytech Group of Companies. Our company has been in the industry for 23 years and we have different divisions. We initially started 23 years ago with building material under Sudu Swasta. Then we venture into engineering products like Plytech Formwork, Plytech ABS Manufacturing, PPVC. Today I'm actually talking to you under Plytech Engineering, where we use BIM as our main engine to transform project implementations processes so that we can actually deliver a project much more productively with the better quality built, also with a higher safety and much more, and then at the end hand over information rich assets to our clients so that they can use that information to do facility management. So BIM is actually a tools and the technologies and the process flow that integrate all the different processes along the entire build asset life cycle. Okay, so we work with and collaborate with our business partners or clients. We work as early as during the design stage, where we work with developers, work with the consultants to basically build a virtual models based on their 2D design drawings, because 3D virtual models give you comprehensive visibilities of the build assets of the designs, and then we can actually see where we can improve the designs and also optimize the design as well at the same time to identify clashes, space constraints, so that we can make sure that the design is safe to be built. It is also safe to be operated and during the operation cycles of the build assets. Upon completion of designs, we actually extract the build quantities from the design models and use it for bidding. And during the constructions, these design models was further updated and improved, incorporating the construction sequencing, even with the detailing shop drawings and information production data that can actually be used to enable and allow off-site fabrications. And during the construction stage as well, we can use technologies such as LiDAR scanners to scan and get a point cloud to compare the site progress, to check the BIM field verification, to check the works done on site, whether it's actually in accordance and compliant to the already approved design BIM models. And at the end of the projects, we will actually hand over information rich virtual models, both graphics as well as data attribute that is good enough for the client to use it to continue with the asset management as well as operations and maintenance of the particular build assets. So we use BIM to cover and integrate the entire cycle of project deliveries, and we collaborate through a single source of truth platforms, a common data environments where we collaborate with all different stakeholders across the entire build asset lifecycle. Our company is certified, both PAS 1192-2 as well as ISO 19650-2 2018, back in 2018. And we were the first company in Malaysia being certified by British Standard Institutes, the institution that actually drafted all the ISO as well as the British standards, certified compliance with these standards in the countries. And it's important that we make sure that the process is right. BIM is not just about buying a software. You have to actually transform your business process. Therefore, it is important that we adopt the right ISO standards while implementing BIM onto your project delivery. Because we are using BIM to integrate the different phases of the project deliveries, we actually require different software. Every software actually has their strengths, and also it comes with their weakness. Therefore, we buy different software for different purpose. And then we believe in using different software and open BIM to collaborate and federate to come up with the constructible BIM models. And our HQ is actually in Puchong. We have a branch in JB, especially servicing projects in Singapore, where we use our Tekra structures BIM models to model out constructible BIM models that can export production data for fabrication purposes. And also we have a branch office in the Philippines as well. Next, I'm going to share you some of the projects that we undertaken. The first project I'm going to show you is actually a project that starts from scratch, from the early design stage. Then the second project I'm going to tell you is actually about the project that's ongoing. So I'm going to play you a video about these projects where we undertaken. We work together with developers during the design stage, and then we work with consultants, come up with constructible BIM models, coordinate, and then come up with the bill of quantities and use it to do tender bidding so that we can get the competitive bid, and then we will actually end up with the facility management ready models to be passed on to the end users. Next, I want to share with you a project where we actually deployed the latest technologies, LiDAR, light detection and ranging laser scanners, to actually scan the infrastructures of the terrace cities. We scan the infrastructure they made out of the elevated road, as well as tunnels, 2 levels of tunnels, and some of the supporting building as well. Also inclusive of this serviceable workable ductwork. It's about 1.6 kilometers that circulate under the ground of the TRX sites, and we work together with the licensed surveyors under the main contractors to actually geo-reference the LiDAR scanners. When we scan, we get a set of point cloud data, and that point cloud data will be geo-referenced to the actual field coordinates. And this is show you that the layout of the different tunnels, V3 and V2. And these are some of the pictures of the fieldworks. And upon scanning, basically we get billions points of point clouds. This is a sample of the point clouds. As you can walk through the point clouds, basically you can realize that each of the building components, the facades, the structures, the MEP services are actually being captured as a million and billions points of point cloud, just like pixels of the TVs. And all these pixels of the point cloud data are actually accurately placed in reference to the actual geolocations locations of the sites. So we actually import this point cloud data into a BIM authoring software so that we can actually use it as a reference to model out the actual 3D virtual model that mimic the real situations on sites. I want to show you one of the examples. This is the sample point cloud data that's been captured. So we use this data and then we actually model the MEP services based on the actual point cloud data collected. And at the end, we get accurate representations of the actual buildings. And of course, upon completion of the scanning as well, after you federate, you can also get a 360-degree photometric view This is actually the common technologies that is used to actually to validate the progress of work on site. It's also a common technology that is used to validate whether the work installed at the site is actually in accordance to the design and already coordinated design BIM models. Of course, there are better ways to do it. We can even import the point cloud data that's coordinated, that's already scanned and superimposed with your design models. Then we can actually get accurate deviation to check whether the work on site has been installed that has actually deviate from the actual design routines and positions. Okay, next I want to share with you a video about these projects. Please enjoy. So I just want to share with you our project clienteles. We specialize in high-tech projects. Yeah, these are some of the recent projects that we're actually undertaking. We work with projects owners like Dexcom Malaysia. They're actually from US, and also Bosch as well as Texas Instruments, Micron, Infineon. These are all international invested factories or plants facilities within Malaysia. We also work with Airfoil and also the specialist hospital Metro, the biggest specialist hospital in Sungai Petani, and also KPJ Healthcare as well. And this is actually the BIM models of Micron. It's actually a fine labels semiconductors factories in Batu Kawan, Dexcom as well. Also a semiconductor factories in Batu Kawan as well. And Bosch, these particular BIM models and also the projects actually will be taken into all the way out to LOD 500, where this particular project utilizes 3 different platforms to collaborate and then to furnish the information asset with the accurate asset management informations. And Texas Instruments, what we do here is this is actually a 50 years old facilities. There's no available as-built drawings that can actually, and over the years as well, there are many modifications. MVP services is very messy above the ceiling, so therefore what we are tasked to do is actually use our LiDAR scanners to scan and come up with the accurate BIM model as well as built, so that this information can be used for futures when they want to do refurbishments or conversions of the plant room into a clean room and so on and so forth. And Infineon Technologies as well, Metro Specialist Hospital, as well as KPJ. This also where we use our LiDAR scanners to actually scan the actual work progress on sites, and then we come up with the BIM model as well as built into the documentations. And we also specialize in commercial and residential. We've done many. These are just some of the projects that we are undertaken. Gamoda Corp, where we work very closely with Kajia prospects. About residents, these are actually UDA projects, and also the 38 Bangsas, where we work with Jawawati Constructions. These are actually UDA projects. This is right in the heart of Bangsa. And the Conley, I'm going to share with you a video about these particular projects where we came in at this during the construction stage. Basically, we're in task to build out the MVP model, at the same time to coordinate the MVP services and come up with the combined services drawings that will be disseminated to the subcontractors to follow. Okay, these are one of the samples combined services drawings for these particular projects, where we basically coordinate the entire MVP service of the basement. Is actually heavily congested, and we managed to solve the problems and make sure everything is clear, there's no clashes, and well coordinated. And this information is actually used by the subcontractors to install the individual disciplines and sites. And we also do the Orange Towers, where we do all the building services, architectures, structures as well, MVP as well, Alaya as well. This is another residential project that we're involved in as early as during the design stage, where we come up with the LOD 300 models for tender purposes. And I'm going to play a video about this particular project as well. This is a project that I would like to stress. Yeah, this is actually the XRA projects. In this particular project, the unique thing about this particular project is basically we were engaged by the main contractors, where we actually use the BIM models, yeah, to model the reinforcement as well as the concrete body of all the structures elements. The unique thing about this project is the model is actually up to production accurate, which means that we can actually extract production data like bar bending schedules, and we actually furnish this bar bending schedule to the upstream steel bar manufacturers, where they actually cut and bend the bar and deliver to site just in time for the main contractor to do their installations. So with BIM, you can actually extract accurate data that can facilitate physical construction and off-site construction as well. Next, I want to share with you the infrastructure jobs that we have undertaken. We have worked with WCTs, yeah, for the as well as IJM for the infrastructure projects in TRX, MRT Corp as well. And so we also work with government projects. Yeah, we actually involved in the Pusat Pendaftaran the Record Negara, and also the Olympic Council's Academy Science. And we also involved, yeah, like I said, we have a branch in JB that specializes in providing engineering BIM services for the residential projects in Singapore, where we use BIM models, yeah, to model up the constructible detail for PPVC modules for precast elements, and for especially for the residential projects in the Singapore. And this is just the BIM models that show you the infrastructure roads as well as the tunnel and all the other buildings of TRX cities. We actually work with two main contractors, WCT as well as IJM, for these particular projects. And also the MRT line 2, where we work with the consultants to come up with the BIM models, yeah, of the structures. And this is actually the PRPM projects in Cyberjayas, and as well as Olympic Council Malaysia's. And these are the precast and as well as PPVC's project that we provide BIM services, especially for the projects in Singapore. And these are clienteles. Yeah, our clienteles involve international design and build clients like Sites, yeah, Tialo, IQ, MyHeart as well. And also we work directly with reputable main contractors, yeah, WCT, IJM, Kerja Prospect, as well as Orange Beam, as well as developers like Targo, Metros, yeah, Oriel, and also the roles of consultants, yeah, SMHP, Bruning KCT, Durain, and Vertitex. So basically, we basically collaborate with our partners there to deliver the benefits of BIMs. Uh, BIM technology is not just about the software and the hardware, rather it's about transformations of the business process. And it takes time, yeah, for us to realize all the benefit of BIMs. In fact, BIM is still expanding, and we are also expanding our spectrum services. These are some of the testimonials, letter of recommendations from our clients, yeah, where we work with them closely and they manage to actually realize benefits of BIM on their projects. And in Flytech, we believe in using the latest digital smart technologies to improve, yeah, productivity, to improve the quality of our built assets. And we believe in our slogans like what we mentioned is like build smarter and build faster. Thank you.